Good morning. Today, it's a special day because it's my birthday. I'm 41 today, and I have to say that I'm handling my 40s better than I handled 30. I know when I was 29 and turned 30, I really had a hard time with that. But my 30s weren't super great, and my 40s have been awesome so far. So I'm just happy about it. I have to say, though, that my birthday makes me think about my mom a lot. And she always made me feel super loved and spoiled with her undivided attention. And on my birthday, she always made sure that I had my favorite cake, which was pretty much like a yellow Duncan Hines or whatever with milk chocolate frosting. So ever since she's been gone, I try to make sure someone takes care of cake duty. That's all I really care about, usually, is to make sure I have my birthday cake, especially if I'm not eating sweets. So this will be a treat today. I was really thinking about her last night, and she's been gone 12 years now, and it gets really hard to talk about her. So I think a lot of times I think of her vaguely and I talk about her vaguely, because when I really give into that and let myself remember fully what it was like having her here, I miss her so much. But that was, last night was me letting myself remember a lot. And I think my favorite memories was after Taryn was born, and Mom got to be in North Carolina with us for a year. I know I was going to do that. And I just thought about how special it was that she was able to stay with Taryn when I had to go back to work, and that she was so sweet. My mom was one of the sweetest people you ever meet. And to come home and see my sweet mom with my sweet baby girl was the best, just absolute best. So for my birthday, I'm thinking about how lucky I am to have had a mom that made me feel so loved my whole life, and to have a daughter who makes me feel loved, and now have a husband who treats me like a princess, like my mom did. It's such a blessing. I mean, there's no greater thing. We take so many relationships for granted, like that they're going to be there, or that we just take for granted that they'll do things for us because they love us. But it's just, it's an amazing thing to love and be loved, and don't take those relationships for granted. I do have to say, I was talking to a friend yesterday as well about how do we learn things. I mean, you can read books, you learn things, that's great. You can take a class, you can watch videos, you can listen to other people's advice and experiences and what they do. But the best way to learn is to do it yourself and try. So, many things I've done in life have been trial and error. I have a tendency to not think things out real thorough. I just do it, try it, and if I mess up, I learn along the way. Kind of like I'm doing with my tower garden right now. I'm always the one to do the learning after instead of before, but that's the way it sticks for me. And making mistakes is not the end of the world. If you use the mistake as a lesson and a teacher, and just don't beat yourself up about it. I mean, I'm sure there are some mistakes that have dire consequences. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, I've gotten divorced, or, I can't stick to this diet, or I'm not a good cook. Whatever you feel like you're failing at, it's not that serious. You can overcome any mistake. God's forgiveness, people's love, it'll get you through it. And if you just have a good attitude about that, I can't believe how far my life has come sometimes. Like the things that happen that you think, oh man, you know, I really screwed up this time. There's always a way to get your life back to awesome. And I really think that it's a lot in how you think and who you surround yourself with. So my last piece of wisdom today is just that. I do have to say that with age comes wisdom. And I think a lot of that was from living life and making mistakes. But I will take I will take wisdom over youth any day. To be so much older and wiser and have so much more life experience, and then you really do appreciate your elders, and you wish you could go back and listen to everything that your mom and your grandma tried to tell you. So listen to them now, and don't have that mistake when you're 40 or 50 and they're no longer here. You know, glean everything you can from them. Ask them questions. Listen intently at their feet. You know, let them share their wisdom. And when they tell you they know what they're talking about, trust that they know what they're talking about. I tell my daughter this all the time. I am a little older than you, and surprisingly, I'm smarter than I look, so sometimes I know what I'm talking about. You know, and if you just trust in that, you'll learn a lot. But anyway, here's to wisdom. Have a good one.